thank you for coming back to the show and the family. I'm assuming everyone's good.
Everyone's great.
The kids are super cute.
Thank you so much.
I mean, beautiful baby. Congratulations on the
Thank
baby number
you.
2. I
know.
I've seen you
She's
since.
6 months old.
Yes, 6 months.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah. Last time John was here, you gave Malcolm the nicest gift. It was like this vintage Elvis Presley, still in packaging. It was like this.
How's Malcolm doing? Give him my regards, please.
Yes.
To that, for that, child.
Yeah.
Give him I love that baby. He's very cute and cool, and he was into Elvis. That was the last time I talked to John Mulaney. He was like, the baby's totally into Elvis.
He loves Elvis. His 1960 special, he loves to sit and watch it. But now he's into, the first time...
He's so cute. He's so cute. When
John put it on for him, and the first thing he does, he watches what Elvis is doing. He goes to pick up his little guitar, and he sits down, and he goes... It was like Elvis, and it's so good.
Yeah.
But now he's into more instruments. He recently asked for a trumpet, and he wanted a real trumpet.
Wait, he wants to play he wants to do his whole thing,
He
one-man band.
Yeah, so I took him a trumpet.
Wait, how old?
He's 3. But no, he can't play it. I'm not one of those moms that's like, and my son, he plays a trumpet at 3. No, he just wanted a trumpet.
He just plays with it, yeah.
And I'm the idiot that was like, yeah, let's go get you a trumpet. So we go to the store, I get him a trumpet, but the guy teaches him how to blow in it, which is actually pretty hard, right? It's not that easy to do.
No.
And then he also wanted a snare drum, so I got that too. And then...
Oh, no.
I know.
That's a terrible idea.
I know, and John, I came back and I told John I got him a snare drum. He goes, you got him a snare drum? And I said, he goes, what were you thinking? I said, I wasn't thinking. I just got it for him.
It's loud.
And it's so loud, and I told him he can only play it in the basement in this one room in the corner.
Just take all the joy out of it.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you and John are officially married.
Yeah.
That's great. Happy.
Thank you so much.
How was the wedding? Everything good? So you had a small wedding, right?
Very small wedding, yeah.
And how was the proposal? Did you?
The proposal, so...
You can tell me. I won't tell anyone.
All right. Well,
I promise.
My best friend, Karine, my best friend since I was 13 years old, she texts me and she says, hey, are you alone? And immediately I turn to John and say, oh my God, Karine just asked if I'm alone. She wants to tell me something really interesting. I'm gonna go call her.
Yeah.
So I immediately betray her by telling him that she wants to talk alone. And when I go in the other room and call her, she says, hey, so John called me. He doesn't want me to ask you directly, but is there anything that you want for your proposal? So, yeah. Well, I'm freaking out though, because I just told him that she called me, and she wants to talk to me, and I'm like, oh no, now Karine's gonna get in trouble.
Yes. What do you tell
But now
John?
I can't tell. No, but then also I can't let Karine know that I betrayed her trust immediately.
Yeah, but you were not alone. You were not alone. In fact, you're with
And I
the
told
person
him,
that this is about.
Yes,
this phone call.
But I didn't know that.
Oh my God.
And then. So then we talk about it. I said, I don't want anything big. I just no friends or family, just like very simple.
Yeah.
And I walk back out and he says, so what did Karine want to talk about? And I am so panicked. And I said, she's having really bad trouble in her marriage. Yeah. And he goes, what? But we just saw her and Chris the other day. They were doing great. I go, yeah, it's really bad. And he goes, well, what's going on? I say, they're not having sex. And he goes, what?
What is going on? What are you doing?
What do you mean? I go, it's been 6 months. He goes, 6 months? I go, yeah. He was like, this is insane. I go, I know. And then after he proposes, he says to me, hey, I want you to know, I know that whole thing about Karine and her sex life and all that was a lie. And I'm so embarrassed that I tripled down and I go, no, it is true. And he was like, what? I go, I promise you, it's true.
Oh my God.
I know, this is how I'm starting off my marriage.
You're lying, you're doubling down.
Yeah, and then he was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I feel so bad for them. I'm like, I know. And eventually the guilt just took over me, and I called Karine and I called John, and I was just like, you guys, I'm just so horrible and I'm so sorry. And now I understand, when people commit crimes like decades later, after they've gotten away with it, and you're like, why would you go turn yourself in? You're good.
Yeah, the guilt weighed on you too much.
It was too much.
Did you go on a honeymoon?
No, we didn't get to go on a honeymoon, but we did take a little parents' trip away to this beautiful place in Utah. It was picturesque. It was like right up next to this mountain. It was so beautiful. And when we when we got in. John surprised me. So I was like, this is amazing. It's so beautiful. And I took one of the little notes, you know, that they leave at the desk there, and I wrote, "We hate it here!" exclamation point. You know, as a little joke, and just for him to see.
He'll look at it
and be like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
And it sat there for 3 days, and then on the third day, John gets this email, and he says to me like, "Hey, did you put a note in the hotel room?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "What did it say?" I said, "It said we hate it here." And he goes, I go, "That was for you to see." And he goes, "I never saw it, but the housekeeper saw it. And they've now taken it to the management."
And you are trouble. Olivia, what are you doing?
It's the cancer. It's my cancer. I went through cancer and now I'm crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So now they think you hate the hotel?
Yeah, so then
But you did not hate the hotel.
They sent no, it was beautiful. And they sent a letter saying, "Hey, we got this note and we can only assume it's for us. We're so sorry you hate it here.
Oh my gosh.
Anything we can do?" And then I was like, "Oh my God, John, please go explain to them that I am not funny. I'm so bad. I should never try to make a joke
And we're in a
again."
sexless marriage. Yeah. Just tell him and just say it, John.
Corinne, get on the call.
Corinne, get it. Pretend you're me. Wear this wig.
I don't know what's happening. It's spiraling.
But when you guys go away, who do the grandparents watch the kids?
So John has become best friends with my mother.
Oh,
So
good.
he asked her to come out often. Then my stepfather also joins, and so my mom hangs out and helps with the kids a lot. I spend a lot of time with my stepfather, who's a very interesting guy. He doesn't say a lot, but when he does say things, it's so random. So we were driving on this little bit of a road trip. It took a little bit of time, so I was getting tired, and I said to him, I said, "Sam, can you say something, talk to me about something, just distract me, keep me alert?" And he just goes, "Del Amo Boulevard." I went, "What?" He goes, "That means heart in Spanish." And I was like, "Huh?" And he goes, "I'm teaching myself Spanish by reading the signs in California." And I was like, okay, that's not going to keep me alert. You can't just...
What's going on? And you're going, that's how you're going to keep me alert?
I'm like, you
He's
can't...
just reading the street
signs?
signs?
Yeah, I go, you can't read street signs. I go, you got to keep me alert. You got to distract me.
Yes.
So he just goes, "Oh, I've never seen that pyramid." I'm like, "What?" And he's looking out the window. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "That one." So now I'm driving and I'm trying to what are you talking about? Yeah, and I go, "What pyramid?" He goes, "That pyramid." What? The clouds? He was like, "They look like pyramids to me." And I was like, okay. I go, "Sam."
I can't look at clouds.
Yes.
While I'm driving a car.
This is so distracting. And I go, "You can't do this, Sam." I go, "This is ridiculous." And he just goes, "Okay. Beach Boulevard."
I'll take that.
Yeah.
But the babies love him.
The babies love him. They love him.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And I want to talk about your new show, Your Friends and Neighbors, by the way. We had Amanda Peet on the show last night, and we showed a clip, and it got a giant laugh. You're crushing it. So congratulations.
Thanks so much.
It's you and Amanda Peet. Jon Hamm.
Jon Hamm.
That's our dude. We love Jon Hamm. Yes.
I know.
He's a stud.
He is the best.
He's funny.
He's funny, he's nice, he's iconic.
He's the best.
Yeah, he looks just like Don Draper.
He does. He looks like him. He does look like him.
Yeah.
How do we set up the show, Your Friends and Neighbors?
So Your Friends and Neighbors is about like the top 1%, you know, the really wealthy people. And Jon Hamm's character is at the top of the world. He has all the money and power, and then he loses it all. And his wife is having an affair with his best friend, and he has lost his job, he has no more money, and to keep up appearances, he starts stealing from his rich friends and neighbors.
Yes, and they don't know that he's unemployed.
No.
Yeah, so he's just stealing from all of them.
Yeah, it's interesting because they kind of make the Tropper makes a good point in the show. He's like, you know, these people are so wealthy and they have all these like really expensive like watches and bags, and it will take them a long time to realize when one is missing. And so that's kind of how John was like, okay, I'm going to start, you know, stealing and pawning it off. And
it's super interesting, super well acted, very funny, and it's already been renewed for a second season. So congratulations, another congratulations. It's a lot to be happy. A lot to be happy for. We want to show everyone a clip. Here's Olivia Munn and Jon Hamm in Your Friends and Neighbors. Take a look at this.
It's quite a picture.
Are you going to do something about it?
I got out of bed, didn't I?
You've been spending a lot of time in bed recently.
Okay, is this about the girl?
Wow. You nailed it on your first try. And they say men are obtuse.
Sam.
I just thought you were better than that. Well, better than Paul, at least. Though I have to admit, it's not a very high bar.
Okay. She was a former colleague. She came by to drop some things off at the house. She never even came inside.
She kissed you like someone who's you.
Well, maybe some women just kiss that way.
Come on, there you go. Olivia Munn, everybody. Your Friends and Neighbors premieres April 11th on Apple TV+. We'll be right back with Bon Iver. Stick around, everybody.